What's up, guys? This is Astranox, a new account, 4 day of progression. I'll show you guys what I was able to achieve. I'll show you guys my stats. And yeah, I got Banshee 11 on farm. I got Azimanak Hunt 11 on farm. I'm not farming these places. I just wanted to test my team, sort of like a benchmark in terms of where I'm at in progression. And yeah, I can destroy Banshee 11 and I can destroy Azimanak Hunt 11 as well. So a lot of stuff happened. I'll give you guys a bunch of tips and I'll guide you on how you should handle your progression to actually be like optimal and be able to progress as fast as I'm progressing, right? So this is my 5th account. So of course I do have a lot of experience. I haven't spent anything. This is a free-to-play account. All my 5 accounts are free-to-play accounts. Most of them I started since the game got released almost 3 years ago. So yeah, I mean, let's do some summons here. I got a Moonlight summon. I got some Covenant summons. And actually I was comparing my progression. This is the 4th day. And I checked real quick the 5th day progression of my 4th account, which was a bit over a year ago. That account, I went for Wyvern. I had Seaside Bellona, which is a limited hero. This is an account where I don't have a limited hero, right? No limited hero, and I'm proceeding differently. I'm going for Banshee 13, Azimanak 13. I'm going for very little speed, or no speed at all. Running my heroes on like counter sets and immunity. The Bruiser playstyle, right? So I'm just gonna tank it, turn 2 team. This account is progress fast and also get into PvP and compete, right? On a new account. So you guys can see, you can start a new account. You're a brand new player. You're like, man, is there any hope for me? I just started the game. I don't want to spend any money. What can I do in this game if I start this late? Well, the good news is that there's a lot of free stuff that they're giving. I mean, you're getting a bunch of free sets of gear, and that is huge right there. The Adventurer's Path is a place where you want to progress and follow as much as possible. It's like I said in the first video, because this is my 2nd video for the progression of my 5th account. The first one was the 1st day and 2nd day progression, and this is the 4th day. So in the Adventurer's Path, you're gonna rush to get Free Spirit Tiara's gear, item level 70, speed and crit set. That gear will allow you to farm very fast. You can leave that on Free Spirit Tiara. You can put that on the hero that you went for in the Selective summon. Maybe you liked Vildred. Maybe you decide to go with Charlotte like I did. Charlotte is definitely an amazing hero. You need to have a hero that will buff her, because when she's buffed, she attacks everyone with her skill number 1. And it always results in a critical hit. This is the side story right now, and I farm most of it. So, 3-starring stages in the adventure, in the unrecorded history, I had to sort of like stop it or like progress slowly there in terms of 3-starring, because that's something you want to do, because you're going to be getting 5 Skystone per star, so 15 Skystone per stage. That's a lot of Skystones. That's how I have a bunch of Skystones. And you can see in Nyx Sanctum, you want to progress there. The last one gives you a destruction set, destruction pieces. I believe it's destruction set and jewelry is critical hit chance. Very, very good stuff. Started doing the world boss since my account rank is 52. I started at 50, of course. That's when you get access to it. And here is my Azimanak Hunt 11 team right there. Yes, I did the specialty change already of Helga into Mercenary Helga. She is an amazing hero. She was buffed as well. A reliable defense. I mean, it's not a 100% chance, but very good defense break uptime with this hero, because she's got it on skill 1, she's got it on skill number 2, so that's beautiful. She's got attack buff for the whole team. I already have Charles that does provide attack buff, but yeah, I'll be putting better gear on her. There's a lot of stuff I can improve, of course. That's what I love about this type of game, right? There's always that element of gear, like there's always that randomness. You can always go for better gear. And you're going to be gearing your heroes differently. You're going to gear them for PvE content, or you're going to be gearing them for PvP, or maybe it sort of like works for both. You gear them for PvP, and then you can kind of like make it work in PvE as well. So where am I heading with this account? I want to farm, like I said, Banshee 13. Maybe I start with Azimanak 13. I don't know which one's going to be easier. I feel like maybe Banshee, if I build a fort, maybe damage dealer. I'm not sure if I'm going to require something like a Clury, a Falconer Clury with an Aureus artifact for damage sharing into the night. So, you know, my other heroes are not as squishy. But, you know, I have quite, you know, my heroes are quite tanky. Now, the thing is, yeah, Clury, her skill 3 cooldown is quite long. And I got a problem with that. You know, actually, I don't really like to run Clury when there's Helga with defense break on skill 1 and 2. That's the thing. And Helga provides damage. Clury, she does provide some sustain, which is not something you need that desperately in Banshee. But Helga is definitely an amazing one. Like, maybe you built Angelica for your Wyvern, right? Because you're going to be running like Angelica in the front, or Montmorency, which was, you know, turned into Angelic Montmorency from the specialty change. So that is your frontliner in Wyvern. Let's say, let me just talk about Wyvern real quick. And then you're going to be building Furious. This is the best hero to land defense break and to assist your team to boost your damage and all that. So Furious is your second. And then maybe you did your Selective 7, you got Sigrid, that's your third. And then your fourth, I mean, it could be Alexa, or it could be another ice hero that you want to have in there. Hopefully that hero has debuffs, or, debuff or debuffs. You know, Chloe could work. Seaside Bellona is very good. Luluka is also very good. So there's definitely a lot of options, you know, for my Wyvern people. That's how I've been progressing my other accounts before. Wyvern farming for speed all the time. But now I'm proceeding differently because speed is very hard to obtain. I see a lot of complaints, you know, when players see my speed, they're like, man, I don't even have that much speed. Like, I'm not even close to that amount of speed. My highest, you know, hero is at X speed, and that is far from how much I have on a lot of my heroes as a free-to-play player that's been farming Wyvern since the game got released, basically, right? So, yeah, that was Azimanak Hunt, and Charlotte, she murdered that boss, man. She murdered that boss. It was great. So, Charlotte is definitely a hero that, like, a lot of feel-good moment with her attacking everyone. And in PvP, man, like, she's tanky. She's got bulk, right? She's a knight, and then she's attacking everyone as long as she has a buff. The attacker, she gets attack buff, defense buff. Like, it's very, very strong. I even bring her in Banshee. Like, you're not supposed to bring fire heroes in there, but I got 2 6-star heroes, right? My stats, my gear is at the, not the end of the video, because I got a crafting session there, but it's before the end. So, you can see that, man, she is handling multiple monster scenarios very, very well. And that's cool because it's a reliable way to deal damage to everyone. And I've been farming with her in, you know, pushing the adventure, trying to head toward the boss of episode 2. And I feel like this sort of team composition, you know, Charlotte plus Charles, plus I lucked out and I got a Ray, but I'm going for, I got Ruel of Light from the Moonlight 5-star hero, right? So my trio, my core, is Charlotte, Charles, plus Ruel of Light. Now, I decided to go with a double Soul Weaver team composition for, like, PvP, pushing harder content in, you know, adventure. Like, I can run, in Azimanak Hunt, I can do Charlotte, Charles, Ray, plus Ruel of Light. But it's slow, so I decided to just put Helga in there, and she is speeding things up. You know, defense break is beautiful. It's great. It just deals so much more damage to the boss, especially when you have Daydream Joker artifact, which is what I'm wearing on Charlotte to help her deal, you know, more damage versus a boss that has more health. But the Banshee doesn't have much health. 60,000 HP, that's not much. So, you know, Daydream Joker is not a big deal at all there. You can see here she misses the attack, of course, because it's fire versus ice. So it's to be expected. But Charles, what I like about him is that he deals a lot of single target damage. And that is something that I've been missing. Like, if you have Charlotte plus Charles, then Charles is the one that's going to be dealing the bulk, I mean, not the bulk, but a big part of the single target attack damage. and he's able to land attack break like Charlotte on skill 1. It's more reliable from Charles, I believe. Yeah, higher chance there. And his skill number 2 packs quite a punch. Very crazy multiplier on that thing. And the skill number 2 also removes all buffs from the target, which is very, very, very helpful for Azimanak Hunt. And he's got attack buff on skill 3, defense buff for himself. Like he's got some bulk, right? And I got mine faster than Charlotte. He's second to go. Ray is the fastest one on a speed set. Charles is on an attack set. Look at Charlotte. Like, how is she dealing more damage than Charles in this ice content when she's a fire hero? Maybe I just got lucky, right, with landing my hits, landing critical hits when I should have been like missing half the time. You can have the Unity Guild War artifact on her to get 20% hit and up to 16% more damage. Now I'm just showing you guys some stuff. Like I shown the shop, I'm showing you guys the mailbox, you know, for the skeptics, thinking that I somehow spend money and I bought a bunch of sky stones. I showed them the pack from the shop. I didn't purchase anything. This is purely 100% free to play, like on all of my 5 accounts. And it's something you can do as a new player. You can follow what I've been doing, right? So let me talk more about like progression wise. Now this is just the arena. You know, with my heroes, that's a great thing is that I started with Charlotte from Selective Summon, and then I got Charles from the 5-star selector that is available for another 3 weeks from now, maybe a bit more than that, maybe 23 days, 22 days. So yeah, there is that. It's an amazing time to start, and then as a new player on the 7th day, you get a random 5-star hero. So, and you progress in the adventure's path, and the one that is super long, which I show later on, you actually have a random 5-star ticket near the end of it. And you got so many chances to actually pull heroes. This is my reputation stats, you know, for myself to compare for versus my next account, or compare this one to my 4th account. Didn't have the time to go over that stuff, but it's fun. I like statistics, and I like to see that kind of stuff. You can see like how much energy I've spent total, how many stages I've farmed in the adventure. This is like some good bits of information. Maybe you want to compare your progress to mine, and yeah, you're wondering like, how did I get to this point? How did I have like what did I farm really? Like you can know exactly how many stages I farmed, and yeah, the energy, it's a lot of energy, and it's a lot of gold that I got since I made the account. But that's a lot of rewards that you get. It gives you gold, and I haven't been farming Hunt, and Hunt is a great place to get gold, but I haven't been farming the Hunts. That's the thing. I've been progressing in the story. Like farming the story is a big deal, because from the shops, from the AP exchange, you need to work on getting rare and epic catalysts, right? But most importantly, there is gear waiting for you in episode 2 from the AP exchange shops. You know, there is an attack set. There is a destruction set. Like that stuff is just waiting there. You just gotta do your missions, and then you know, do all the missions that they want you to do to unlock the shop, and then grind the rest of the AP that is needed. You know, and then that's it. You buy the piece of gear, you roll it. Hopefully it rolls well. And then maybe your main hero, what you do is that you replace the pieces that didn't roll so well from some of the other sets that you got from Adventurer's Path, from logging in as a new player. On the 2nd day, you get an attack and crit set. On the 5th day, you get a health set, which I got. I put that on my Ruel because the speed set is on my Ray, so he can be a fast cleanser and provide healing. You can see here, that's the Adventurer's Path. I've completed all the other ones long ago, like I believe on the 2nd day, you know, in terms of progression. That was all done. Now that is the Achieving Adventure. You can see here, look at that. This thing, Potion of Ascension, this has been added in the game. This, when I did my 4th account, there was not this part of the Adventurer's Path. You can promote any hero to 6-star. So I'm planning to use that on Lorena, because I'll make her Commander Lorena. And then I will use her for Abyss Floor, I believe 52 versus Says, or 51, because you don't want to land any debuff. You can see 5-star hero summon ticket, and here 6 gold transmit stone. That's a Moonlight summon, a bunch of MolaGora there as well. A lot of stuff. You have to work on these things. And now what I need to do is actually in Labyrinth, instead of pushing for what I said, guys, the last Labyrinth, or trying to push in the raid as Macalis, which I haven't been doing, because your Labyrinth entries are quite important, because If you work on the Great Farsh, the second Labyrinth zone, and you clear all the way and you finish the 5th zone, that's actually one of the requirement in the Adventurer's Path, right? And then the other one a bit after is clear floor 50 in the Abyss. And then when you have that done, just a few missions after that, you get that Potion of Ascension, which gives you you can use that and make a hero 6-star. I don't know if it's 6-star max level, but it's easy to get experience, you know, with all the penguin system now. Very, very easy. Actually, you can go in the shop, go in the normal tab, and buy the 50% EXP booster. 50% more experience is a big deal. You're gonna join a guild, have the experience buff in the guild, 10% more gold as well, and then get that 50% EXP. Use that thing on the weekend when you have free time. There's a 1-day one for 150 Sky Stones. It's better if you buy the 3-day one for 300 Sky Stones. Now make it, you know, plan in advance when you got some free time and grind hard. Go hard in the adventure, go hard in, you know, the side story. Maybe there is a side story going on right now. You're just gonna go ham, use a bunch of energy. That's one of the puzzle side story. You know, I completed that. That thing takes just a few hours to do. You know, not even half a day. You just roll whatever is that you want to do. Like if you want to do adventure, roll stuff according to running adventure, or if you're farming hunt, roll stuff to do hunts, so you can complete it fast. Look at that! I got 666 penguins. What is this? Oh my god! What is that? The devil's number again? That's some of the stuff that I have. You know, runes, catalysts, and materials for from the hunts. So I got a bunch of catalysts. I could convert some into epic or rare, and that's something that you want to do, but I need to work on powering up the building in the sanctuary so it's efficient. I'm getting the maximum amount of points. I need 3 more of the what is it, Breath of Orbis. So I'm working on that, buying the 400 AP one from the episode 2 shop. I need to buy 3 of them from there, and I will use that to power up that section in the sanctuary. And I'll show you guys my builds for the sanctuary soon enough. I'll be doing some crafting as well and commenting on what I'm looking for and how you should be crafting to, you know, complement all that free gear that you're getting, right? And that's just showing you guys what I have actually enhanced. You know, a lot of stuff is at 15, but if you noticed on my progression video on the 1st and 2nd day, I had a lot of gold saved up, like 8 million, 9 million, almost 10 million gold. Now that's a lot, but it's because I haven't received, like, I didn't power up the set. What is it? Did I power up the set? There's a set that you get after you make your first 6-star hero. You get a attack set, 4-piece, and a 2-piece crit set. And there's also on the 5th day you get the health set. And on the, what is it? Maybe it's on the 3rd login day for a new player. You get an attack and crit set, right? So I actually powered up 2 of the sets, right? Maybe the 3rd day login set and the one for making your first 6-star. And that was a lot of gold right there, because I'm putting all the gray, all the white, and all the gray item level 51 and under pieces that I get from adventure, you know, on recorded history. When I grind that hard, I'm grinding that a lot. I'm using all these to power stuff up on top of the charms, of course. And I power my gear to plus 15 on my main rosters, right? So like Charlotte and Charles, these are core heroes in my group. And then I have Ray. It could be Ruel of Light, which I cannot power up fully yet because I need to complete the missions, right? So that's some of my gear, my stats, and yeah, like that's how I've been progressing so far. So stick to the adventurous path early on, but then after that, you need to grind like hard in the adventure. But when you're doing that, progress at the same time. Like you want to be doing multiple things at once. You don't want to be on the same stage and grind this thing like 1,000 times. You need to go for certain catalysts, right? Rare catalysts to skill up your main heroes that you're going to be using. Maybe you're farming Wyvern, so you need to work on your Sigrid, right? If you got her from Selective Summon, or no matter your situation, whoever you got from Selective Summon, because maybe you didn't know what to do, or you just went with a waifu or a husbando. You know, it's also important to play what you feel like is more enjoyable and not worry so much about being so efficient. Like, I like to be efficient, but I also like to play something that feels fun for me, especially with this account. I started with Charlotte, and then I got Charles. Like, that's not like something most players go for. I just felt like that feels really optimal, but that also feels very fun because I've used Charlotte on my other accounts before, and I've used Charles before, and I know the potential of these heroes, and especially these heroes together. One is fire, one is earth. They complement each other. They can work well together, and PvP is a goal of mine. So if I can use heroes in PvE content and in PvP content and perform well, like, I don't want to waste my materials. You know, it takes a lot of time to 6-star heroes. It takes a lot of time to skill them up, awaken them, 6th awakening. So when you do all that, if you can bring that hero in multiple areas of the game, right? Like, not only adventure, but you're bringing those heroes in the hunts. You bring those heroes in expedition. You bring these heroes in Hall of Trials, in the Labyrinth, right? In the Labyrinth, for example, I'm running Charlotte. I'm running Charles, right? That's my core. I'm running Ray, and I'm running, what is it? Free Spirit Sierra. That's giving me 30 camping morale when I use both lines of Charlotte when I camp. 30 camping morale is actually very solid. Like, when you have something like 30, I think that's a 3-run normal as Macallis. You just need to go in there 3 times and you can fully clear it. But the thing is, in normal as Macallis, I'm gonna have some problems with the Executioner Carcanis. Like, I don't want to bring Charles in there, but I can bring him. I just don't want to target. Actually, if I miss my attack, he's gonna remove debuffs and counter attack. That's gonna be dangerous. Charles kind of tanky though, but I prefer not bringing Earth Hero, damage dealer especially, versus Executioner Carcanis and as Macallis. So I'm gonna do something like Charlotte plus Lorena plus like Ray plus... I'll figure it out later. I'll let you guys know what I went with. But so far my Labyrinth entries, it's too important to use them on progressing into Great Farsh because it helps you to progress further in the Adventurer's Path, which gives you some really solid rewards right there. And yes, the destruction and crit set from the last zone in Labyrinth is actually really, really nice. And actually, if you can progress there and get that set, you will get more value out of that than working on normal as Macallis, because the boss drops are random, right? And that destruction set has the same substats. It's just when you power it, it's going to be random where it's going to hit and what value you're going to get. But still, very nice stats. That's a full set of gear that you can have on a hero, right? It could be a core hero. It could be a brand new hero that you want to incorporate in your roster. But yeah, I'm doing some crafting, and the crafting is based on what didn't roll so well from the free gear. So for, let's say, for example, my weapon on the speed set that I have on Ray is really bad for Ray. It's like 7% health and 6 speed or 5 speed. Well, I can definitely roll something better. If I could have, of course, Ray doesn't need effectiveness, but like if I can get like a decent amount of health, a decent speed, maybe effect resistance, like that wouldn't be bad. Even like flat health, it would boost his survivability. So there's that. Now, some pieces I actually got pretty lucky with. Some other ones not so much. Epic gear that is bad, right? The main stat is not usable on the right side, or the substats are complete garbage. I will sell that for gold because epic equals a lot of gold. Heroic, it's up to you. Maybe you want gold, or maybe you want to extract. You can start extracting for the sets of gear that you want to craft when you do equipment conversion, and that's going to be a big part of getting great gear. And that's a solid way to actually get maybe a speed main stat pair of boots on a speed set, or whichever thing you're missing. You can get the stone for exclusive equipment, right? When you're gonna craft an exclusive equipment, you can get the stone for, what is it again? 15 silver transmit stone from the silver transmit stone shop. So you get that every week, and then you can pick whichever one you actually want. So maybe it's a pair of speed boots, you know, speed main stat, you get the speed one, and then you can craft speed main stat boots. So that is very powerful to do something like that, because speed on your main stats of your boots, especially when you're going to be farming Wyvern, is actually really, really powerful. But you can do that with anything. That's the great thing. Whatever hunt you're going to be farming, Like Golem is not the greatest of place to farm because speed is so amazing in Wyvern, the other sets as well, crit and hit. And then like Banshee is actually really good because, you know, it's reactive set. Like you've got like counter attacking that's happening passively. You're getting like free value, free effective value. And that is great. That is so good. And also the lifesteal set can work great on a lot of heroes, especially in PvP. In PvE, I guess you could make use out of that. The destruction set is great too. You know, the resist set is great on a cleanser, on a healer, so you don't get debuffed. You know, the Azimanak hunt is great for immunity. The rage set, you know, dealing 30% more damage versus a debuff target is a big deal. Having, you know, the unity set for what is it, 4% extra chance to trigger a dual attack can be helpful. I mean, in PvE, overall, you know, it's going to be a damage increase. In PvP, I mean, if you like to gamble with luck, but immunity is going to be a big part in PvP, right? But also in PvE content, when you open up an adventure on the first wave, you will have the immunity buff every first wave. So like Charlotte is a hero that if she has a buff, she will attack everyone with skill 1. That's why I really want to have an immunity set 2-piece on herself, but I can't get for the life of me nice immunity pieces yet. So it's okay because my team complements her because they're able to buff her up before it's her turn, so she's able to attack everyone. But you might be in a different situation. You might have to go with a crappy necklace and ring immunity set if you're going to be running with Charlotte, so she can use her charged up attack that hits everyone. So yeah, a lot of information. Definitely a lot of stuff to do in the game to progress faster. Let us know what you guys think about all that in the comment section, but I'll be making more progression videos. I'll be making guides as well, so stay tuned for all that. But that's going to be it for this one. I'm Astranox. Good luck with all ya do. Peace out for now.